Uh, my first cinematography for beginners. Ask how we ended up on Mira. Sure.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end of Earth. The casualty of a battle between two hyper-advanced alien civilizations. Their technology and weapons were beyond our comprehension. We were like infants, naked, powerless. The Earth was reduced to ash and blown away.
Why were they fighting over Earth? Oh.
I still wonder if I hadn't been there. If maybe all of this could have somehow been avoided.
No one can know that, Elma. What we do know is without you, there'd have been no Project Exodus, and no escape for any of us. Did it go perfectly? No. But we are here, and we are alive. We survived. So yes, Project Exodus. Once we learned the Earth might be threatened, we needed a plan to preserve all her various life forms. That plan was the Earth Life Colonization Project, otherwise known as Project Exodus.
Those of us who escaped on the White Whale spent over 2 years wandering in space. 2 hard years. But we clung to our mission, find a habitable planet and settle there. We had no idea how long it would take. Or that the decision would eventually be made for us.
The xenoforms found us again, and, well, it wasn't a happy reunion. Earth wasn't enough. They wanted humanity destroyed. For better and for worse, we were close to planet Mira when we lost control of the White Whale. Inertia and gravity took it from there.
The ship had taken way too much damage to survive entering the atmosphere intact. We had no choice. We channeled all the power we had left to soft land the habitat. Once the dust cleared, we set to work transforming it into its current state. Searching for survivors, establishing Blade, installing the provisional government. Basically, making it a sustainable city.
Yeah, it's just... I kind of see what you mean, Dynamo. Seems like it's stuck in time. Yeah, it's just like storytelling elements, right? Borrowing from movies, theater, just cinematography, and insert other terms that I can't think of right now for moving story along, keeping engagement. So you're always, interested in what's happening, and you're curious or inquisitive, or just it moves along at a steady pace. Like the pacing in this game for its story right now is just kind of like how many times have they shown the destruction of Earth? It's like, okay, we get it. Like half of this could probably have been removed by now. Ask for information about Blade. I could just say cancel.
Blade is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting, I think. It's a relatively new organization. Up there in space, we had plenty of provisions, and a crew trained to handle the limited amount of situations we might encounter in our travels. But of course, all that changed after we lost most of our ship and came crashing down here on Mira. We needed food, water, search and rescue teams, surveyors, police. The list goes on and on. It was too much for the provisional government to manage on its own. So Blade was born. The idea was to have one central organization with different disciplines to fill these various roles. Its core was pulled from the Coalition military, so it's mostly former soldiers. But fighting isn't our most important duty. Right now we have a single top priority that supersedes all others. The search for and recovery of the Lifehold.
Take a look at this.
It's an acronym. I won't tell you. What? Fuck.
The White Whale was designed to carry an exceedingly large number of passengers, all of them held in stasis. All housed in a structure called the Lifehold. This is a complete schematic of that facility. Only essential personnel were conscious and active for the journey from Earth. The flight crew, maintenance engineers. And of course, some military so we could defend ourselves if necessary. But the vast majority were in the Lifehold. Are in the Lifehold. With any luck, they're all still there, in stasis, waiting to be rescued. But there's a problem. We now know the Lifehold broke apart along with the rest of the ship when we came down on Mira. What we don't know is exactly where all the pieces landed. Not very comforting, I know. Blade's top priority now is locating the missing units.
He did tell us? Sadly, if I play it again. I apologize if I can't fast forward through this dialogue, but I'm curious. Okay, I can't. Okay.
Yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
In any case, I'm sure this is all a lot to digest. You'll be wanting some time. Ms. Koo, even I'm tired of hearing myself speak. Why don't you take our guest out for some air? Perhaps a tour of the administrative district.
Yes, sir. Come on, we'll keep this briefing brief.
Sorry, I fell asleep. What happened? Hey-oh! Story mission. Client, Nagi. I mean, the UI is, like, not very crisp. Like, there's no anti-aliasing at all, or, anastrophic filtering. I'm curious if I mean, it's 720. Good guide. So far, this game is far from amazing. I hope it picks up. I mean, it's got good reviews, right? Like the game, for all intents and purposes, is supposed to be a pretty good JRPG, but as you explore the desert, taking all the time you need. I'll be right. Yeah, it probably isn't a very good game to stream or whatnot. It might be just more enjoyable if I can just play it and not worry. Well, not so much not worry, but I guess I do worry about what I stream and the content. Unable to confirm blade ID. Leave the blade to bear it. How do I do that? Okay. They said the music is amazing? Was there context for that? Like, oh, the battle music or this music as opposed to like everything for music is awesome. Questionable. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping the beginning is just kind of a slog and then it picks up, which, I mean, I guess it's kind of traditional JRPG the way it is. Holy shit. Cutscene after cutscene.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah. Nagi must really, really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load of that Skell. Even the way that they walk is so cool. Oh yeah, work it, baby.
Wow. Ask what a scale is. I would have done that before, you know, when the one crashed in front of us. But hey, now that things are calm, gaze longingly at the scale. Oh yeah.
Now this girl gets it.
Where?
Aren't they just the coolest?
Fuck yeah.
Everything about them. The lasers, the force fields, the bipedal and vehicular transformations. You ever have that dream where you're inside one and it's just transforming over and over and over?
Oh boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't normally show this to people, but I've been working on some Skell fanfiction. Hold on, I'll just pull it up here 1 sec.
Lynn?
Oh, right. Sorry.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far so fast without Skell technology. I'd love to get you into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells. And even then,
Whoa!
license.
These aren't toys we're talking
Woo!
about. They're
Whoops.
complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around.
My phones have cases.
So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process
phones
is
are
a
doing it.
fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around. You can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
What?
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
Good call. Let's head on over.
Good call. Let's head on over. Okay. The music's amazing. Spencer United, blah blah blah. It's like all this is pointless.
What's wrong?
Oh, I don't care about any of that. Blade! Conquer! Oh, okay. Time for another cutscene.
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments.
Oh,
Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating. Just about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here, blowing off steam or browsing mission control for their next assignment.
playing the same animation.
Whenever I get freed up, I'll stop here first thing to check for any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's giving this tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey,